Today I'm going to be going over the Geryon vacuum sealer. Now this is the model that does not have the actual cutter on the top. It has a stainless steel section right here, which is very beautiful to match the black up top. You do have your prompts, canister, vac seal mode for gentle norm, food for moisturize, seal, stop, and the access port. 4 canisters, which they also provide you with the accessory for that as well. So that what do you receive when you receive your actual vacuum sealer? Well, they do a good job of getting people who are very new prepared. You do receive a roll of sealer bags. One side is bumpy, the other side is not. You will need to actually cut this and seal one end first before actually utilizing it. They also give you a troubleshooting guide, which I find very helpful my first time using it, to make sure I am using the bags properly so that they are indeed going to be sealed and they are actually going to get all the air out. And use a manual with giving you some other tips and tricks on what type of foods is best to actually put in the vacuum bags and things like that. You also receive some extra bags as well. These ones are actually sealed on one end, and one side again is open, with one side being bumpy and the other side as not. What I also love is that on the actual machine, they do give you a step-by-step important tips for best vacuum sealing guide, showing you where exactly to place the bags and giving you step-by-step instructions about not overfilling it and how to use it each time to make sure you never have a messy situation where it's not actually sealing. So opening up the actual vacuum sealing machine, before I do that, I want to let you know, on the side you will have this button on this side, and you will have a button as well on this side. These are 2 buttons you will indeed push together at the same time to actually release the machine so that you can open this up. I will show that in the demonstration a little bit later, but opening up, you do have this gold bar, which is right here, and this is going to be the high temperature sealing strip. It is 3 mm wide, and it makes a good seal when pressed against the actual vacuum sealing bags. And then you have this piece of cardboard right here, which is easily taken out, and you have, once again, a reminder: place one end of the bag first, flatly down into the white area. That area right there is the actual vacuum chamber, and the bag must be in the chamber in order for it to be properly vacuumed out and indeed sealed. So many people have issues with getting their bags vacuumed out and sealed because they do not have the bag properly in this area. So make sure the bag opening, and I will show a little later how to actually get that in the seal. This right here is a little bumper, and this bumper is the sealing rubber strip, and it makes the seal flat. So when this gold bar folds down onto this part here, this is where the actual sealing happens. This is how you get that line, and this is how I like to personally do a double seal on both ends of my bags, just in case one seal was to break. I always have a secondary one that will keep everything nice and tight. So you also would have right here, this section, this little hole right here, this is the air suction hole. You do not want to block that nozzle when in use, because if you are doing a vacuum seal, that is how the air from this section right here pulls out everything from your bag to get that vacuum tight seal. So you want to always make sure that that is not obstructed. If any kind of juices fall in this area, clean it up immediately so that you can get a good seal. And then also you would, like I mentioned earlier with closing this, so when you put the bag down inside, you will push down here, 1, come on this side, 2, and there you have your perfect seal. And to open it, as I mentioned, you will push this button here on the side end, and then you will come on this side as well, and then it pops right on up. What I recommend everyone do is to check out the guidelines for vacuum packaging for vegetables, for liquids, and also for powdery foods, as well as meats and fish. I definitely did not really follow the instructions in the beginning, and I put a lot of raw vegetables inside of my vacuum seal bags, which indeed spoiled and they stunk so bad. So you want to make sure that you blanch your vegetables, and when you are utilizing it for meats, you want to use a paper towel in the beginning to actually suck up all of the actual juices so it does not accumulate in this area when you are indeed doing that. So let me show you what I mean. So now I'm in my kitchen and we're actually going to be vacuum sealing up some of these leftover hot dogs, some of these quarter legs of chicken inside of my vacuum sealer. Okay, so I went ahead and did a double seal as you see here. This is my preferred method of how I do it, and I just move it up a little bit and do a secondary seal. Now I'm just going to transfer all of my hot dogs inside of my bag so that I can have these frozen into the actual freezer. And what I like so much about this machine as well is that the illumination of the words lets you know it is still working. Once the words no longer light up, you know that it is indeed done. But a tip I like to share is I like to give it a couple of more seconds so that the heat can stay on the seal a little bit longer so things can just be extra sealed. So I have my hot dogs inside of here, and now I'm going to vacuum seal these up. I want these to actually take all the air out and then seal at the top. Now, there is no juice in here, but if there were juice, you would get a paper towel, roll it up, and have it going right across the top so that no juice would be forced up with the suction into the machine, which can damage it. So I'm going to put this right here where the hole is right in this open section because I want that vacuum seal in effect, right? So we're going to push that right in there, and then we're going to close this up. Remember, one side, two side, it's on normal and moist. And then I'm going to do vac seal. Now you see no juice running up, and then you see vac seal still illuminated, and now the seal part lets you know it's sealing the actual bag right now. It's still illuminated, so you're going to give that a couple more seconds, and then it's going to go away. Like I said, let it wait for a couple seconds so that we get everything nice and hot. Then I'm going to push these two sides, and I'm going to move my bag down because I like to do a double seal. And then I'm going to just do a regular seal this time. No vacuum is needed because all the air is indeed out of the bag. So let's get that there. And this is totally optional. This is something that I like to do just to make sure that my vacuum seals do not break no matter what type of bag you're using. All right, so now that's done. And we have a double seal at the top, a double seal at the bottom, and we have our vacuum sealed hot dogs. Look how gorgeous that is and how much it's going to save you space when you put it in your freezer, because you can fold this up and tuck it into those little corners in case you don't have a lot of space, like my freezer is very small. Now we're going to do the same thing when it comes to these chickens. So these chickens are a little bit bigger, so we're going to have to maneuver them inside and go right into the vacuum seal. And here is to demonstrate, well, not demonstrate, but to show you what I mean by when you have a lot of liquid inside of your meats, like this raw chicken here. I pretty much purchased it from the actual market. It was already frozen, so I didn't need to have a piece of paper towel at the top. However, I was able to get this thawed out quickly without even using a plate or anything, because all the juices are trapped inside of this, and it was so much easier because I didn't have a bowl big enough for this. But I'm about to cook this for dinner tonight. But as you can see here, I have a double heat section here, and I have a double heat section there, and it has been great with meats, again, vegetables, fruits, snacks. I mean, it's endless the number of things you can do with this Geryon vacuum sealer. So I definitely would like to say this is an awesome machine. Again, very easy, straightforward to use. The guides are there, the booklets are there, the accessories they provide you are there as well. And this is a great machine to have on hand.